Psychopath's crime doesn't have any motive. Crime itself is his motive.
Why do you want to be executed?
I have to be. Because I will kill again.
Do you have any comprehension of the suffering that you've brought the families of the people that you killed?
I don't have any remorse.
You may think you have heard every spine-chilling story out there, but this narrative takes horror to a whole new level. Meet a child who seems innocent at first, but hides a terrifying reality. Today, we are exploring the tale of the youngest killer in the world, who holds the title of a serial killer. Intrigued? Let's get started. Sahar, a village in Bihar, was home to numerous families struggling to survive, working long hours under the scorching sun. The families in this village were closely connected, and they came together to face hardship. Yet it was the children who truly illuminated their lives. The Sada's family was widespread throughout the village, filled with cousins, uncles and aunts living in close proximity. The Sada's family thrived, knowing they were never alone. Despite their challenges, they embraced a joyful life. The Sada's children loved playing together in the streets, and among them was a charming 6-year-old girl. One day, she headed out for her regular playtime with her friends. After the game ended, she did not come home, and as days turned into weeks, her absence became more concerning. The villagers noticed she was missing, but refrained from intervening, respecting the family's privacy and assuming they were handling the situation. After troubling disappearance, family welcomed the new baby, bringing a brief moment of joy amid the chaos. Unfortunately, this happiness was transitory, as the newborn also disappeared shortly after her arrival. The family fell into despair, and the village was left in shock. How could such a tragedy happen twice? Just when the villagers thought things could not get worse, tragedy struck again in the year 2007. This time taking the life of a sweet 6-month-old girl named Khushbu, who had been left at the village primary school, a place once considered safe. In a seemingly safe and loving world, a mother's life turned upside down when she discovered her daughter, Khushbu, was missing. Without hesitation, she sprinted throughout the village, her heart racing with fear as she questioned everyone she encountered about her precious child. Desperation gripped her tightly as she searched for any hint of information, but the faces around her offered only vacant expression. The teacher at the primary school where Khushbu had last been seen, equally baffled by the child's sudden disappearance. As time dragged on, the mother's hope began to fade. She weathered the village, burdened by anxiety, determined to find any clue that could lead her back to her daughter. Just when all seemed lost, fate smiled upon her as she met a member of Sada's family. Tears flowing down her cheeks, she shared the traumatic detail of Khushbu's disappearance. The Sada's family, recognizing the urgency, quickly joined her in heading to the police station to file a report. There, they provided crucial information and even identified a possible suspect, sparking a glimmer of hope. The authorities quickly mobilized following the mother and the Sada family to a group of children who played together daily, where they hoped to find answers. In a charged atmosphere, the police officers singled out a particular boy from the crowd and summoned him to step forward. The child, appearing innocent yet clearly bewildered and anxious, rushed to the officer. They asked him if he had any details about Khushbu's disappearance, and without hesitation, he confirmed he did, leaving those around him on edge, hoping for any insight into the troubling situation. What he revealed
इन फोटोग्राफ्स में जो बच्चियां हैं उन्हें तुम कैसे पहचानते हो?
He faced the officer and proclaimed that Khushbu was not just missing, she was dead, and he was responsible for her death. The crowd stood frozen in shock, which felt too horrific to accept. At first, the police dismissed the boy's alarming statements, thinking he was just playing a cruel joke. However, their doubt quickly evaporated when he guided them to an exact location where he had tried to hide the body. Upon arrival, The officers were confronted with a disturbing sight, a shallow grave where the innocent child was buried. He described how he had taken Khushbu from school, sneaking away unnoticed, and brought her to a secluded spot where his sinister intention unfolded. He began to strangle the baby, seeking to instill fear or desperation that would give him wrapped sense of control. As the baby's cries cut the silence, his frustration grew. Her strength only intensified his dark urges. In a desperate attempt to assert his power, he grabbed a stone, striking her until her cries fell silent. The police swiftly verified the harsh truth of the incident. The seriousness of the matter weighed heavily on the officers, as they recognized they were confronting the youngest criminal they had ever seen.